Good morning, traders. This is Joseph with Smart Money Traders. Today is Thursday, February 2025. Looking at the market here together. Primarily, we trade ES and NQ, but we look at other markets like gold and live cattle out of every. Also, we look at some grain like soybeans sometimes. This is for educational purposes only. This is not a recommendation to buy or sell any futures or foreign exchange contract. It's 9:30 right now in the East Coast. Market just opened. So let's see how the market's going to react to the earnings. We have NVIDIA yesterday. We saw toward the end, there was a lot of, like this big candle here on ES was created by the news yesterday. As you can see, they kind of whipsaw. They got everybody short and they went long, they went short. So there's a lot of got wiped out with this candle here after the earnings came out. Well, earnings, it looks like NVIDIA is moving higher this morning. So based on that alone, I think we should see a boost in the market going higher. Overnight, it was going higher, but we had pretty sure there was some news at 8. Let me look at what this is, what Forex Factor is saying. As far as news, let me see. Well, 8:30. Yeah, there was preliminary GDP, quarter over quarter, unemployment claims, a little more than expected, about 20,000 more claims than expected, and also the preliminary GDP stayed the same. So that's probably what we saw here. We saw a little bit of push down at 8:30, but I think this market definitely going to remain volatile, that's for sure. It's not, the volatility has definitely been kind of crazy. When you look at this candle alone yesterday, when the news came out on NVIDIA, it was 182 tick candle, meaning looking at almost 50 points here on this candle. So again, we about 45 points and change. So definitely we remain bullish in this market because of everything else that's happening. It looks like they're ignoring the tariff talk. The tariff talk's kind of, people have very short memory. So it looks like this market wants to go higher this morning. So if that's where it wants to go, that's how we're going to be trading it. Gold is down. Anything we look at the ES here, probably NQ look the same. Typically, we don't take a position in this market until at least 5 minutes it open. It's 9:33 right now. So 9:33. So we're going to look at, just let this market settle a little bit and see how it goes. All right, definitely going to be some shaking and baking here happening in this market. Looking at it, what it is now. I'm looking at my other chart here. Live cattle, we've been trading. It's going higher. Yesterday we traded to the long side right at the open right here, and we got burned when our stop was below here. So when I say got burned, we got stopped out, but obviously we got out of the way. So right now it's going higher. If we got a pullback toward VWAP here at 194.90, we might put an order here to go long like cattle. Gold it looks like it wants to go lower here. Gold is definitely going lower. Let's see. It's approaching the pivot, so we can see a bounce here. Yes, looks like it wants to go lower at the open. So let's see how it goes. Yes. Again, we're looking to buy. It's representing the opportunity present itself. It's nice. See how it goes here. I think I have my testing some things on with my auto strategy that I built automatically. That's why white went off here. Set that here. Try to be a distraction here. So again, ES, as we said, bullish. Want to buy it. Now to buy ES, we need to wait for a pullback. It's at a pivot already. Almost approaching a pivot here. Whereas VWAP? VWAP is all the way down here at 93. Ideally, it would come back to this band here. Well, as you can see, this band at 934 serve as support. Then starting going higher. So let's wait for a pullback here before we can engage. All right. So yeah, looks like we wants to go higher here. Let's see. Second pullback, this little pullback here is good. But if they come back again and test it to the downside here, do this, come back down to here and go higher. I think here, this is the area I'd like to go back in again, about 95, between 95 and 93. Let's see if we can get a pullback there. We get that little pullback. Maybe it's not as deep as we want. Let's see if we can get deeper here. Yeah, All right, so 97. Okay, 6.25 here could be an entry. Oh, looks like. Okay, why are we trading? Because it looks like I'm having. I don't have no delay. So why is it doing that? All right, this is really looking like a reversal now. So I don't think we want to be long here. Good thing our order didn't get filled. So at the moment, things have definitely switched to the downside here, very aggressively too. Very aggressively, definitely almost like caught like a falling knife. At the moment, that band that was support, we don't see it become resistance. Let's see if we can go back to 94, 95, and then maybe try to short it. Not sure what's happening here in this market as far as leaning it. Again, we're bullish on it because the whole overnight it was on, except you have those you have the news, but I guess the news only registering here. That's a big candle here on the 30-minute forming, got 18 minutes left in it, so there's a lot of time left for this candle to close, but everything is selling off at the moment. Even gold is selling off too. Typically when equities are selling off, gold kind of go the other way, but what's happening? Let's see. The NVIDIA, the Mag 7. So let's look at them and see how they're doing. Wow, I almost really got right here because this is where I wanted to go long. It did get a bounce for a couple of ticks, but obviously it would be out of that trade. Things are going to the downside now. So when things are going to the downside, you sell. That was an aggressive move down. That thing turned around. Basically, turnaround happened up here. This was about 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes, we went from 98 to 79. 78, really, that's 20 points. Now, we're just shaking those longs up here and to go back up. Well, we're gonna have to wait and see. But in the meantime, let's look at 7. I don't know what I'm gonna chart on there. PX, as we can see, there was a big gap up. Probably trying to fill the gap, which is ES basically. So if they come back down here, they may probably trying to fill that gap here, overnight gap. NVIDIA turned for the worst. That's probably what happened because NVIDIA was up when the news came out yesterday at 4:20. This is what we got. We got some people taking to the upside and downside. It's like a big, really nothing candle. When I say nothing, so I was probably gonna go close far from where it opened, but some people I'm sure get played on both sides here. As far as some people got long and they got stopped out, and vice versa. They got short, they got stopped out as well. Everybody got wiped out. So that's kind of the same movement we saw on the ES. So right now, NVIDIA is going lower. 7 minutes ago, Wall Street stands by NVIDIA analysts dismiss AI slowdown fears. Again, that could be people pre-market made some money. They're selling off now, and now could be bouncing off the support. They're bouncing up this, and we can definitely see a lift off here in ES. Yeah, it's the lift off happening right now in ES. Because QQQ, same thing. SPX was bouncing higher. So, with that said, here it looks like this was what you would call, trying to fill up the gap and get some people short to bring it back up. So right now it looks like the uptrend is resuming. With that said, we're gonna try to buy ES again. It looks like NQ, big reversal here. Or is it? Right now it's really not clear what we're doing. All right, see, going back down again. Now let's look at gold and see if we can trade gold here. Gold is going higher. If we can get a pullback here to pull back, we wanted a pullback. As long as it don't go below this low of the day. This is the low of the day right here. So we're trying to buy as much as possible to the low of the day below, above this. At 7. We got, what am I doing here? I need to move this back down. Oh, got taken out. Alright, so it looks like we want to go lower. Alright, we're close to the low of the day here though. It looks like they tap it here and they want to not even get the pullback to go long again here. Gold is very crazy right now too. Something is happening with my ninja here. Okay, that's a winner. Whatever reason, this thing is not my target up, but I feel like my mouse was kind of stuck. So 1 and 1 here. I don't know if ES is ready yet. Yes, maybe actually. I'm looking at my everything else here. We had a low, we made a new low. Like to try to buy ES here, but not ready to be bought. Target definitely at this pivot here. Couldn't move my target. For some reason the mouse fell stuck. Yeah, ES is definitely selling off now. Sell off. And NVIDIA probably keep selling off too. Right? Basically, technically, they closed the gap. So let's see how that's gonna be. NVIDIA is going lower. What else is going lower? Amazon, which is a pretty big stock to look at. Amazon is lower. What about Microsoft? Microsoft is up actually compared to the close yesterday, but still they're heading lower too. Meta lower. So all the big guys are lower. So we can see why this market is kind of tanking here. So with that said, we're going to be now with gold here. It's approaching a pivot, but it's looking like, boy, let's see. I think we missed this entry, did we? Yeah, I'm not going to chase this at the pivot here, but if we come back, we're going to move our stuff back down here. See, this is what I'm saying. This is kind of feel stuck to me. I'm at break even now. Let's see if we're going to break this pivot. My stop, yeah. My target is, it's good. Let me break this pivot here. Things feel stuck. All right, break even trade on. Yeah, it's right at this pivot, but I feel like we have it's a big fair value gap that they're approaching, so we could see some movement to the downside here. Especially looking at this trend line that's got broken here. Oh, let's see how they play along this. Yeah, we're going higher and gold here. Not chasing at all. We want to pull back toward this resistance. That's going to be support. Should be support here. So if we get that, so again, we take 3 trades here. One goal, one winner, one loser, and then one break even. All right, let's see. I think whatever 85.1 here, 84.7. I can't. I feel like stock. I can't move this. I'm at break even already. So okay, break even again. All right. It's gonna do that here. Sorry, I should expect that. Goodness, what's going on with this? No stock here. Stock really should be below this swing. Yeah, at 6 ticks, we're gonna move to break even. Because if this is gonna break it, it's gonna break it fast. Maybe break even again. All right. So we got 3 break even trades and 1 winner, 1 loser. So we really, as far as progress, we didn't make much progress here. Well, looking at my other chart here, gold is really at a resistance. We're just banking that it's going to break it. But right now, it's going to play around here. So with that, I'm going to leave it alone for now. Yeah, yes. It's definitely way down from where we started here. LE's not coming back. May come back to 95.30, the VWAP. So if they come back there, we may go long again. Gold right now is chopping around. Where based on where gold is right now, down and move lower here is more likely than to move up lower. Like I said here, it's more likely. But wait and see. Yeah, it's just chopping around. No clear direction at the moment. So I'm not gonna touch gold. But if I had to pick a direction right at this moment, it would be down. Yeah, there you go. Then I think breaking this range telling me, hey, we want to go lower. We may, oh my goodness, just set a limit here. Gonna come back down to here. I'm gonna give this a little more room. Sure. Getting back down even. Yeah. I need to stop trading gold because I can't move my stuff. Once I get into a position, my mouse feels stuck here. So I don't know. So it's 4 week even trade on gold. Maybe I should be trading ES. But right now ES is very, very extended to the downside. Let's look at Meta. All the big guys are selling off. Volatility is up a little bit. VIX is up. Yeah, when it's selling off like this, NVIDIA is definitely way down. Gold is playing a seesaw here. It's live cattle. It's not really doing much. It doesn't really do much anyway, but gold is breaking to the upside. Yeah, the nice entry. Got everything is green going to the upside here. Now can we get a pullback toward 86, 80, at least 87? Got a really shallow pullback. Two bars to the downside, then keep going higher. Yeah, guess that's gonna go without us. ES looks like he wants to bounce, but trusting this, we got toward the low of the day here at 31.5. Yeah, looks like ES trying to go higher. There's enough room to make a new low. So we may see a push down here. It's ranging. ES is like a minute behind on ES. Touching that. Well, this long, this moonshot on, okay. So we're below VWAP on live cattle. Looks like, are we going higher here? Maybe not. We're gonna take this for live cattle as a reversal here. It looks like we're trying to go lower here. Also, 10:45, the latest. I gotta get off this stream because I have a Zoom call to jump in at 11. So, well, look at ES here. It's going higher. Let's see how we're back to. Yeah, we're getting back. Definitely catch up to the live market here. 22 seconds behind. And everything else is fine except ZB and ES. Like ES is catching up. Yeah, 30:17. So the time is going down. 6. Yeah, it was a little lag too. Put this to the side for now. Looks like live cattle wants to go lower. It's below the VWAP, so I see some down movement here. It's got gold again here. Gold is pulling back. How far could they pull back? You know, the big pivot that they broke was this one here. They broke this big pivot. So that zone could be a zone of interest here for them to come back to. And if they come back to this, we see a bounce to the upside. We probably try to go long here. If we get close to here, I think we're probably going to try to come back down to that zone. And from there, we're going to ping background here, which is alignments happening to the downside. But again, I think this is all part of this pullback here. If we can get close to here and move higher, that's the zone we want them to come back to here to make. So far, we're break even for the day. One winner, one loser, same really amount of money each way, and then all been. Let's see if we can put a buy stop limit here. If we can bounce here, and then I'll try to move my stop and target using okay. So what I want to see about 85 here. We're definitely gonna give this a little bit of room. If we bounce here, if we get taken in, I manage this a little different than the other ones. Okay, at 6 ticks here, we're gonna move to break even, but I think this needs a little more room still. So I think something with this chart, because my other chart I was able to move stuff much better. Yeah, if we up, obviously if we make a note, if we take that swing out, we want to be out of this trade. But yeah, we wanted to give this a little more room. Now I feel more comfortable moving my stuff to break even, or at least reduce my risk here. You know, I'm just gonna risk 5 ticks instead of what I'm risking right now. So we're gonna go to 88. So I think we're gonna approach this swing again. Honestly, we could move this to break even. If it comes back and tackles at 85 here, that's fine. We can go back to that liquidity up there. And that's a good trade right here. As far as the way we waited for this to bounce. So I feel good about that. Again, on the way up here, we may see a couple negative bars, so that's why I'm not moving my stuff to break even yet. Now, once we make a new high, then I'll probably move it below the swing. Then we'll capture 14 tick, put us positive for the day. You gotta let the market do what it does, which is up and down, and it's like a staircase. It doesn't go up on a straight line, doesn't go down on a straight line. Because you can see here, on the way back, there was a few pullbacks. It's happening here. It's not what we want to see, but we're at break even at the moment. They may come back and tag us out here at break even. All right. This is kind of dead spin today. This could be the wheel reversal to the downside then, because if they don't have the strength to move it higher, or maybe they're just retesting that zone again. 10-13 order flow here. This was a retest of this zone. It looks like so far, because until they break it, which they may do at any time now. Yeah, it's looking like they may be want to go lower here, which we definitely don't want to be buying here if they want to go lower. Yeah, looks like we're going to be playing around this level here. Down. Move down is more likely at the moment. Just not too sure at the moment here. Because I'd like to see a break further down and then come back to it. Pivot waiting here at 82. Let's see what ES is doing. ES is going higher. It's a nice recovery, like a 30-point recovery, 30-plus point recovery in the last 20 minutes. ES is back to pretty much full. ES is back to normal. As well as the data coming in for ES. All right. LE, what we doing? How we going higher now? Okay. This is why I didn't want to go short here, because it was too close to that zone. Okay. Yeah. This is exactly why we didn't want to try to go long here. The short is Definitely playing out now. We'd like to see a pullback toward this a little more than we would go, but looks like the sellers are really here. So see if we can get a pullback toward here, 86, 85 and a half. Then we can see if we can engage here. This is where we feel more comfortable engaging here to the downside. Okay, we got that. Let's see, again, we get further down here, probably a better place to put the stop. Again, if we get moved down to break even here, we probably gonna give it a little more room to do its thing. 80 or 81 will be our target. We're gonna give it a little bit more room above this little swing here. Back and tag us out. That's fine. That's part of, that's how we wanted to play it. So that's part of the plan. Now, this is the thing, this is why I move it back up, because we know they do this. They come back and tag you out and go your way. Now, also, this could be a reversal going back to that zone. That's fine. Just still playing. It just happened that this ATM that I use, the 6-tick ATM, move it to the break even, but it's because it's so volatile right now. 6 ticks is definitely not. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, we may get tagged out here for about 15 ticks. Targeting. I think we're targeting here about 4 points, 40 ticks. So I think really here, if we get a loss here, we'll probably move on. Gold here. Looks like we want to go lower, want to go higher. So make up your mind, goal. All right, there you go. Ranging here. Taking out for 15 ticks, which is fine. Go back in here. So really for the day here, one contract, we're done 15 ticks on gold. I'll take that. It's nothing. Not a big hole at all. We paid some commissions on a few more trades on gold while we're at break even. I think we're gonna, ES is definitely almost where it started from the morning, because we open up around 95. Now we're at 84. It's a big reversal on ES, which we kind of miss trying to play around with gold, but that's fine. Because at the time, ES wasn't clear. So in hindsight, everything is going to look good. Look at this big candle here. Get to this zone and boom, higher. Obviously, we would need a pullback to engage here. We won't be chasing this, but if there's a pullback, we'll, at least come back toward VWAP at 78. But it doesn't look like they want to do that. I'm sure NVIDIA and everything else turning around. No? Oh, NVIDIA hasn't really turned around much. Meta's turning around. Amazon was one of those things that was kind of down a little bit. Turning around a little bit here. Obviously, if we look at SPX, it'll be way up. Yeah, it's the same thing as the ES. So they went past the gap. They more than closed the gap, and then just flip it to the upside. So that's a SPY. So same thing as ES. But if we look at SPX, same thing. It went down past the gap, which was right here. And then the next positive candle, if you put your stop above here, you're in long. Look back. Tesla's another stock that's been battered lately. Gap up a little bit from the pre-market. Like this background is the pre-market, so that's a gap got up from post-market yesterday. I was trying to go back higher here. It's a pretty big range. I mean, Tesla holds that big range, 97 to 81. That's $16. $300 stock. It's pretty big. That's like 5%, a little more than 5%. Well, we're approaching resistance in ES, so we're gonna go back down again here. That's what this is saying. But I've got VWAP here at 78, 77 and change. So is that what we're doing here? We're going higher? Right, stop limit here. Okay, this is probably my last trade here. We're approaching the 1030 mark, which is 82. Let's see if we can get. Right now we're basically below the cloud here, so technically downtrend here. Yeah, we're gonna book, but we're right on top of the VWAP, so it's not clear. Conflicting information here, and also we are close to 1030, which is when the initial balance gonna be solidified. The initial balance is basically the high from 930 and the low from 930 to 1030 is the range between the high and the low. Right now we are right almost in the middle of the range, so we may see some selling definitely could happen here. As you can see, we're above the VWAP. That may serve as support, but doesn't always going to happen. They must be doing some construction outside because hopefully my Mac is not picking up too much. All right, now it's just chopping around, as you can see on both charts. That's the median Renko and this unit Renko. They're chopping it around here. Yeah, looks like they're pushing it higher here, but maybe not. Not so fast. So there you go. Got a sell signal here in the Raptor. Not too convinced about that one. It's 10:28, almost 10:30. I would definitely wait after that to make a decision here. But anyway, I got to get off about 15 minutes from now. See how it goes here. Yeah, going higher. Back to see a pullback here. So I guess the VWAP did serve as a support as we thought it would. 375, let's see. Can we get higher here? All right, stop should be below here. Target, can we go and test those highs? We'll swing out here. I'm going to give it one more tick here. All right. Well, I think win, lose, or draw. This is our last trade for the day here. Attempting that. Okay. Got stopped out here. Yeah. This is a problem area. It is 10:30. Looks like we're going to the downside here. All right. Hopefully you guys did good today trading. I think I did all right in the sense of executing my plan. Definitely that long on goal. Wish you move your stop closer, but after the fact. But the plan was really to stay with the market, which did go higher from the time that we're trying to buy it. When we bought it here, this is what happened. We bought it here. It didn't go higher. Went back and tagged us to break even. Then we're trying to short it here. We did short it here. We're up like break even. Then we're like, okay, we gotta give it more room so it can go down, but it never went down. So now it's going higher. It is what it is. Kind of break even on gold. No, actually, 15 ticks down on gold and maybe about the same here on about 12 ticks on ES. But to be accurate here, we're looking at 15 ticks down too on ES. So, but it looks like it wants to go lower here. Gonna keep an eye on it, but I gotta jump off here. Have a good day, and God bless. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Take care. Bye bye.